live now. Just click OK on the top. We are going live on YouTube. And when people see you, they know you, they trust you, and it's only then that they buy from you. So we are going live and you have 30 seconds for your introduction. We'll begin with the premium members and then go to the guests. We have Vibhakarji. Vibhakarji, please introduce
Good evening
yourself.
all once again. I am Vibhakar Ramtirthakar, HR consultant, and in that I do Posh Act service also, which is my presentation today. HR consultancy is employer-employee relations, and I operate from Pune and sometimes online also. I require MSMEs and places where women work. Experience once, Vibhakar is number 1.
Okay, thank you, Vibhakarji. Let's go to Prabhas.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. And first of all, welcome to our guests for the meeting today. And this is Prabhas Panda, based out of Pune, of course, Maharashtra. And I'm a Microsoft Office consultant. And my core services I do render to the clients in terms of Microsoft Office training. Along with that, the ETL tools like Power BI, Tableau, finance modeling with Excel, and finance for non-finance. And my target audience, of course, the corporate giants and the B school students. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhas. Sangeeta.
Hi everyone, this is Sangeeta Manglani. I'm a relationship coach and a spiritual psychologist. I work with individuals, corporates, couples, parents, and I help them basically to connect with themselves with themselves so that they can better their relationships. Sorry, I just got and I help them create meaningful relationships. And I live in Dubai. Yeah, and my target audience, as I said, are parents, corporates, and couples.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Let me go to our next premium member, Chaitanya.
Hi, my name is Chaitanya. I'm a business coach. I help people discover themselves. In the process, they realize what they can do with their business. I help them create their categories and they dominate their categories and seek market leadership. So this is what I do. So please connect me to entrepreneurs who have the fire in the belly to do something with their business.
Right. Mukundan, welcome back. It's been a while. You've been really, really busy. Nice to see you back with us.
Yeah. Thank you. Good evening, all of you. I'm very happy to meet all of you again. I'm past a few days I'm out of network. So my name is Mukundan and from Trichy, India. I'm the student employable coach. We are providing the employable skills to the students. So our target audience are 18 to 27 age. And also we have the community for students, stutrans.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukundan. Happy New Year to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Let me go to Kostab. We have Kostab. Kostab, I don't see your video on. Are you there? Has he written anything in the chat box? Consider me invisible. Okay. All right, you're invisible now, Kostab. Let me go to Pramodji. Pramodji, do introduce yourself.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Pramod Kulkarni, and I am a trainer since 1997. I have 5+ years of experience in digital marketing. I help experts, teachers, and trainers build 5-figure online coaching businesses using my unique 7-step online coaching growth system, which is perfect for beginners and seasoned pros alike. And I am from Bangalore. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, Pramodji. Just what everybody wants. Thank you. Now I'll go to our guests. I can see Deepa. That's what I'm going to ask Deepa first.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to be here. I'm Deepa Rafiq. a lawyer and corporate trainer based out of Bangalore. I have my law firm V Legal, and V Legal is empaneled by Government of India, Ministry of Women and Child Development to provide trainings on POSH and all. And POSH and POXO, two programs, what we do is train the trainer, plus corporate consultancy and corporate training on all legal topics, whatever is required, whether it's employment related laws or cyber security law or data protection or alternate dispute resolution or any type of corporate training on legal subjects. Though I am outbound trainer also, certified outbound trainer, but I don't go much for that. I'm more interested in my subject. Just 35 years of legal experience. So sharing that all with my all group members and my clients as well. So thank you. Nice meeting all of you here.
You are sharing this to the world also. I just told you you're going live on YouTube.
So nice meeting everyone around.
Thank you. So nice to know about you, Deepa.
Thank you.
Let me go to Ruby. Ruby, are you there? Yeah, if your videos are off, I don't know whether you're there or not.
I'm here.
Yeah.
So, thank you for this opportunity again. So, I guess most of you know me very well, but I'll tell you something else. So, I'm a
I'm not able to hear you. Your voice is cracking.
Ruby, your audio is absolutely cracked. It is.
Are you able to hear me
We
now?
cannot figure out what you're saying.
Able to hear me now?
What are you using? Are you using Bluetooth or something?
No, I'm using the system, the audio system. I'm in the speaker of the system.
Your laptop system you're using, is it?
Yeah.
But it's not working well. Try having a your pod or your phone or something. Maybe that.
Let's continue with this. I'll just reach up again.
Whatever you've said, we have not heard.
Maybe you just log off and log back, Ruby. That will help you. Sometimes it's about the connection problem.
Maybe that should help. Okay. While Ruby logs off and logs in again, I'm going to go to Professor Pranay Datta. Dr. Pranay.
Hi. Good evening. I hope I'm audible and visible also.
Yes.
Hi. So I'm currently working as the General Manager Human Resources and Group Head for Uttam Toyota, which is one of the world's largest dealership company that is operating in India. And I'm responsible for building a great place to work through positive psychology and a strengths-based approach where every employee can maximize on their strengths and is set up for success.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Pranay, Doctor. Professor Pranay Datta.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ruby, you're with us? Go ahead.
Am I audible now? No.
Try kar lo aap. Okay.
Or you can introduce in chat if it is not working.
Yes,
It is not working.
definitely. That is exactly what I was going to suggest. Ruby, you introduce yourself on chat. All right. Chaitanya, done, no? Okay. Nobody else has joined in. All right. Now it's my turn. I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Hello, world. This is author and coach Sapna Narayan. You do know my name now. It is Sapna Narayan, and my coaching title is Professional Communication Coach. I come from Karnataka, and the services which I offer are for individuals as well as for organizations. Primarily, it is, as I just said, professional communication. That means the first step is fluency in English. Second is interview skills. This would be great for colleges, universities, and job search portals. And the third one is you are a leader in your field and you should not document all your experiences, which can be done only through authoring a book. So I can help you author a book as well. I myself am an author of 3 books, and currently one of my articles are going into print media of HT Media, which is Hindustan Times. And this is a 7-series article. My target audience, as I just mentioned, are colleges and universities for students to prepare for their future life, mid-management and leaders who want to change, to switch their jobs or get their jobs, and also people, the leaders who would want to write a book and build an authority in this world. That's all of us introducing ourselves. Let's go further. Now we talk about something really nice, your achievement. What is your achievement last week or whatever? I mean, you can go further also. And I'm going to start off with Sangeeta and then Vibhakarji.
Okay, so my achievement for last week has been 3 new clients on board, um, about 7 networking events, which is like a huge thing for me to have physical networking events at that rate. And then I'm launching 2 programs at the end of this month, so that is really, really exciting. So yeah, all these are my achievements. And then I also won the best team person in mastermind group, so that was another achievement for me.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Sangeeta, on that. I'm going to go to Vibhakarji.
My achievement is, as I told in the beginning, a new consultancy from today.
Is that all? You have to.
That is good one.
No, I didn't say it's not good
After
one. I
it
said,
is
should I go to the
continued.
next one or not?
Yeah, you go to the next one.
Yeah. All right. Let me go to Prabhas.
Well, for me, there are 2 achievements. I would say I helped 2 people cracking their jobs in Middle East area by helping them in Excel and Power BI. Some courses I have just asked them to enroll, and I helped them in the interview level questions, how to crack it. So it was a kind of self-satisfaction for me, because it was definitely complimentary one. The people were struggling to survive in Middle East area, especially in Dubai. So that's the achievement for one. And other one, in my society, in my community where I stay actually. So the kids, I just trained with some beautiful tips and tricks of Excel and PowerPoint, and they were quite happy. And in fact, the parents were also urging for me to continue the session. So that's what kind of achievement, I would say.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Very cute. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Mukundan. Rotarian Mukundan.
Yeah. Good evening. And actually, the past 3 weeks, I am not in the professional network. I'm totally out of network from the professional, and shut down my all the commercial things, and also engaged with the spiritual things and festival, and also we are completing the 58th year Annadanam, that is Samaradhanai in a temple for devotees, those who are coming from around India to worship the Ranganatha, Srirangam. So that is my achievement last week. Past 10 days, we are providing the feed for the pilgrims. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukundan. Welcome, Tejaswini. And I think I've covered up everyone here. I'm going to go to Pramodji. What's your achievement?
Achievement, the first is designing this PPT. Again, we gave the new color and new look
Yes.
to this TCC PPT, and we are working on every coach individual posters for social media. So that is the second one. And the third, as I mentioned in the last week, that this year my focus is on one particular course that is called 7 Steps Online Coach Growth System that I launched last Thursday. And there are 2 people joined, and I'm expecting at least another 8. I am starting that from 21st of January. Thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations and all the best, Pramodji. I'm going
Thank
to go to Rafiq.
Oh.
Just switch on your videos because it takes
Yeah. I was out,
Yeah.
so that's why it was. Now I am at home, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Achievement. Happy to see still people are ready to come for train the trainer program. So my Next session is workshop is scheduled from Friday about POXO, protection of children from sexual offenses, and launched another new program we have launched. The first session will be in February. That is special workshop only for HR professionals, how to handle a different employment issues being as HR professional, whether it's pay or whether it's data privacy or conflict, disciplinary action, everything, whatever required for.
So
And
you're
three new clients, corporate clients. That's okay. That's one side. Connecting
that.
individuals is more happy.
Okay, Deepa. So you are into this is all this is for line HR, is it?
Anyone who deals in HR.
Okay, consulting also. Okay, right.
Yes.
Thank you,
That is
Deepa.
one day workshop scheduled on 8th of February.
Okay, right. Professor Pranay Dutt.
Yes, ma'am. So in
Yeah.
terms of achievement, I'm right now with Toyota. So last 1 month, I've done about 100 hirings. So which is one of the best turnaround time to get the best talent. In terms of attrition, I have the lowest in India. So that is another achievement. And if I go 2 years back, I got the best CHR award in India across all the head HRs. Yeah, so I could share that.
Cool, wonderful. That's
Thank you so much, ma'am.
big numbers. And
Thank you so much.
wonderful. Let's hear Tejaswini. Tejaswini, are you there? Okay. I don't see any response from Tejaswini's side. And I think study abroad is not here with us. She's left and not joined again.
Kaustubh is there and Samarpit is just joined.
Costa,
Yeah, that core circle is coming as a mirror. That's why I was not joining.
I
I don't
don't
know
worry.
why.
Don't worry, Costa.
मिरर नहीं आ रहा पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है इसका nothing it is a quite weak and I'm just designing my website actually so that's it exploring a lot of tools Instagram ads Facebook ads seeing I mean I was just seeing something that is known as now floats it has got a very strong SEO thing if you just write anything anywhere that will be attached with our website and it will be SEO'd that will add it to the SEO or something like those technical stuff I was seeing. I just boosted my one of my posts on Instagram and it got me 13 new followers. So that is my achievement this time. Created some posts, reels or something. So those things are going.
You were asking last time, Kaustubh, about having, that are conflicting with each other. Have you done away with one or you still continue?
Which one?
They were having Instagram.
I can't hear you. Maybe I am having some issue on my.
So there's this background noise with someone. Let me see who. Okay, now we have silence. Go ahead.
So
Kaustubh.
what were you saying, ma'am?
I said last time you had mentioned in the group in the meeting that you had two Instagram and we said that it was conflicting. One was work and one was like everything else. Should you have it or shouldn't you have it was your question. And we, I think, mentioned that you should not you should not confuse your audience. Have you done away with that?
No, when we start, we really want to build an ordinary presence. Now there are so many things. That is just one of those things. So I am actually lost my head in all those things now. Okay, we have to create the website. So a lot of things are there, pages, what I want, what I don't want. First thing, Instagram, then Facebook, then this, then have some work also. So I'm just kind of lost, just kicking back in. I just saw that mail from Pramod sir today, and it said that just don't get lost, be focused on what you want. And then I actually restructured all my things and now I'm doing doing all the things one by one. So that Instagram thing is not scheduled for today. Maybe day after tomorrow I'll work on that. I'll think about that. So that is totally cluttered out as of now.
Getting help from the other premium, the co-founder of this.
Yeah, Pramod sir is helping, and actually Pramod sir is helping. Raghavendra is helping, and third one, I have talked to Samarpit also. He's a bit busy, but in some days we'll be meeting and planning some things out. So three
Nice.
people are there whom help
Okay.
I am taking.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Samarpit, let's hear you. New look. Nice. Go ahead. We can't hear you.
Seems like Sandeep Maheshwari has joined us.
Uh-huh. No, we can't hear you, Samarpit.
Am I audible now? Am I audible?
अब होंगे, बोलना शुरू कीजिए.
अभी आवाज आ रही है?
जी, yes, go ahead.
ठीक है, नाइस. सो अरे कौस्तुभ सर, हम कल के बाद मिल सकते हैं. अभी तो 2 दिन से लगातार कुछ ना कुछ आ जा रहा था, और आज मीटिंग थी. मंडे को मैं साधना में चला गया था. एनीवे, सो माय अचीवमेंट्स, आई डोंट नो, आई विल से कि मैंने थोड़ा सा एक स्ट्रक्चर बना लिया है अपने आगे कि मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ, एंड आई एम टेकिंग स्टेप्स टुवर्ड्स दैट. मेनली कंटेंट and what I want to do. I have niched down, मेरी टारगेट ऑडियंस मैंने डिफाइन कर ली है. अलग अलग लेवल पे कंटेंट नीश बना ली है, और नाउ आई विल बी एक्सप्लोरिंग, लर्निंग कि कैसे कंटेंट बनाते जाना है, कंसिस्टेंटली क्या पोस्ट करना है.
Wonderful, wonderful, Samarpit. And Samarpit is okay. So I'm reading what Sangeeta has written. I missed on my personal achievement. I trekked and climbed 578 steps at Ras Al Khaimah. Felt like going back to school days. Wonderful. That's an achievement. Thank you for sharing, Sangeeta. Samarpit, were you saying something?
ना या अभी के लिए तो अचीवमेंट वही है फिलहाल के लिए. तो
You gave some exam. You were answering something, taking some exams.
yes, exams actually complete हो गए हैं, but they were a disaster because I had not prepared for the exams. So so now I felt very dumb in the exam. So अभी मेरे को अंदर से वो guilt feel हो रहा है, and I should feel that guilt ताकि मैं पढूं. It's nice. I will start studying now.
All the best for your next.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So Tejaswini, we couldn't hear from her, and we have Deepa V Legal joining us. So welcome, Deepa. Oh, yeah, that's you only, is it? We can't hear you, Deepa. Acha, you okay? Got it. You have renamed yourself. October. Okay. All right. Let's go further. No, we can't hear you, Deepa. If you're talking to us, you're on mute.
Yeah, I just said I'm the same Deepa. Earlier, I joined with the phone, so name was different. Now my system, it's with Deepa V Legal is my law firm, as I said.
Okay. Welcome. Chalo, we have finished with the achievements. I think we can give a round of applause for all the achievements that we have all come across and done. For me, my achievement, okay, I forgot about myself. I started this new course which called for less of my commitment and less from everyone else, because all my courses have always had a high commitment level, demanding high level commitment level from my learners. So this one I launched a lower commitment level so that a lot more people could benefit, and it is going well, and I'm happy how it's going. It's a WhatsApp course actually for people, and they're happy with what's happening. And who would you like to acknowledge? Myself and this community for throwing some idea every week into my head, and I'm like, oh wow, I can do this also. And what is the achievement? So as I mentioned, I had put out this ad for my an ebook, a free ebook was going out to the world, and People had registered. I had saved their names. And then I get a call from one of them, and they are like, okay, my friend wants to learn. And I was like, okay, it works. The lead magnet really works very well. And besides all of that, my one-to-ones have renewed themselves again for the third time. And that's an achievement for me, because obviously they see value and it gives me motivation as well. So thank you everyone for your achievement, sharing your achievements. We know you a little better. It is photo time now. I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to get into a photo mode. All right. So I'm going to put my glasses up. Tejaswini, are you going to come on your screen? She apparently is in listening mode. Okay, let's just click a picture. Are we smiling? Look straight and smile.
Done.
Thank you. Pramodji has taken the picture. I'm going to go back to my PPT. Okay. Right. Thank you for your smiles, guys. And I'm going to share with you something which the premium members know, but for our guests, this would be something that probably you should be looking forward to at times. Opportunity, it's a premium feature of TCC, an opportunity to conduct paid workshop on behalf of TCC, which gets conducted on the last Saturday of every month. And we have it at 11 to 12:30 IST for 90 minutes. This month, it's going to be in the evening. And you all can all benefit out of it. The benefit that you get from this workshop is you can improve your presentation skills, you can collect testimonials, you can build your credibility and your brand, and groom yourself for bigger events. TCC will promote the event for you, will provide the marketing material, will provide the platform to you, and will also provide recordings and photos, which you can share eventually. Revenue sharing, you keep 100% from the participants you get who are non-TCC members. TCC keeps the rest of the revenue. TCC members get 2 registrations and avail a 50% discount on any one of the workshops in the following 3 months. I'm going to move further. So this is something that you can avail, make the most of. As a premium member, you get a chance to hold these workshops, but besides that, there are certain benefits which you have. One is get visibility on YouTube Live. As I mentioned, you are going live, you show your face, you talk with your face, with your video on and audio on, and obviously you get the visibility. Engage with coaches on social media. You can refine your coaching presentations, mentorship from expert coaches. You can also be a mentor for the other coaches. Network with coaches on WhatsApp. This is what Deepa was mentioning. She wants to connect with each. So when you're a premium member of TCC, you can network with people on WhatsApp. Everybody is free to connect with each other. Besides that, we boost your profile with paid ads, empowering expert talks, skill training and coach support, monetize skills with paid workshops, and receive invitation to coaching summits. Does this sound exciting? If it does, just type Y in the chat box. The value which you get annually is INR 1,10,000. But you pay it's your choice, whether you want a quarterly membership or an annual membership. For quarterly membership, you pay INR 1,800 or INR 6,000 for an entire year. How to join? You get 1 complimentary meeting to get the feel of it. Ask for the joining link. Who will you ask? You will ask us. You will ask me, Sapna Narayan. My number is flashing there. And Pramod K, his number is also there. We are co-founders and we can help you with all of it. Thank you. If you find value in our togetherness, let's up the energy. And now we will get into Vibhakarji's presentation for today. I'm going to stop sharing and let Vibhakarji do the talking. Vibhakarji, over to you. All the time is for you. You will have to go, you're on mute.
Pramod ji is making me co-host.
Yes.
Done.
How to share, because my share button is...
What happened to the share button? You can't see it?
It is dark.
Pramodji?
I can share, otherwise no problem.
No. I got it.
Yeah.
Do you see my first slide?
Yeah, now we can see.
So just before you start,
Yes.
you can do that right now, right?
Huh.
You're able to start. You
Yes.
a button. All right. So this was what we were looking at. This I think, yeah. All right. Go ahead. Start.
Yeah. Good evening all once again. This is the session on POSH Act. It is called awareness, not training. Deepa will agree with me. So it is an awareness program, and normally it takes about 1.5 to 2 hours, but here the time is limited. So I am only going to tell you the important things in the Act. Is the slide progressing?
Yes.
So to whom it applies? There are many lacunas in the Act. Government is not serious about it. The first lacuna is this, that it applies to every place of employment where 10 or more employees are working. 10 members of our employees can be all male, but that is the confusion. But what I can say is, maybe you are in the bank branch and there are all male members, but you are getting visitors, customers. If any one of them is a woman, then it is your responsibility as an employer. So you can say the Act applies to you also, whether all male or no. Important is definition of sexual harassment. See, in every law, the second section is definition. And many definitions can be specific, but many others cannot be specific. They are descriptive because we cannot limit the interpretation of that. Sexual harassment varies from just staring at a woman to rape and murder. So this they have classified into 4. Physical touch. The word important here is physic. What is physic? If you touch the body of a woman, it is sexual harassment. Shake hand. If it is forceful from a man, it can be harassment. If the woman extends her hand first, then it is not. There was a case in Nagpur that an elderly person handled a child. The court said that the child was with his clothes on, so it is not skin to skin touch. So it is not physical touch. But when the case went to the High Court Nagpur bench, the judge was sensible. He said it is not that, and he described what is physical touch. That judge said that physical touch includes physical touch, but beyond that, if you touch the dupatta, the purse, the file, the book, the tiffin, whatever the woman is carrying, that is also physical touch. And if someone wears hand gloves and does anything, that will not be physical touch according to the earlier definition. So physical touch has got a wider meaning. Then demand for sexual favor. Now this also, it is a favor. Like there are many emotions. Demand is asking a woman to do something or not to do something. And if it is of a sexual nature, that is sexual harassment. Third is sexually colored remarks that we see on the road Romeos. They pass remarks. They are all sexually colored. Kya chant dikhti hai is a sexually colored remark. Showing pornography. Here also I will say it is like defining physical touch. Showing is not exactly showing. If you are viewing it when a woman is around, it is showing pornography. Whether the woman is seeing that or not is different. But you cannot do these things when women are around. That is about pornography. And these are some descriptions. There are many more. We cannot think of it. So the law has says any such act. That is sexual harassment. But I say in simple words, anything that puts a woman in an awkward position is sexual harassment. Whatever it is, physical touch, pornography, colored remarks, or whatever it is. If it puts a woman in an awkward position, it is sexual harassment. Who are covered? Males, they should be employees or students in an educational institution, and females, anyone present on the campus. You must be noticing the difference. Males should be employees, but females need not be employed. Anyone present on the campus, because that is the responsibility of the employer. If anything happens on his campus, it is the employer's responsibility. So anybody coming in his campus as a visitor, as a supplier, as a government officer, or in any capacity, that is the employer's responsibility. Therefore, and males only employees, why not others? Because an employer can take action against his employees only. If it is an outsider, that is out of his bounds. He cannot take action on an outsider. Therefore, males are only employees or students, and females are anyone present on the campus. Now, what is his workplace where he can take action? That is his campus as it is. Then his guest house, because his guests stay there. His employees are there in the guest house, the cook, the other persons. Branch office, we know there are various branch offices of various organizations. That also is workplace. Hostel of an educational institution is also a workplace. If anything happens there, the principal is responsible. Vehicle, this is to be understood in detail. If we go out for official work in the vehicle, if that vehicle is of the employer, then it is his workplace. If I am going in my own vehicle, employer is not responsible. Or if I am going in the employer's vehicle, but to do my private work, employer is not responsible. That is about vehicle. Internal committee. The important part of this act is, this is to be executed through internal committee. When the act was enacted in 2013, the name was Internal Complaints Committee. But it was noticed that many employers do not form a committee because they say there are no complaints. So in 2016, they amended the law and they dropped the word complaints. So it is now only internal committee. That internal committee is, first it was, as told by Supreme Court in the Vishakha case, a 3-person committee, and that was known as Vishakha Committee. Now it is internal committee under the act, and there should be minimum 4 members. The word is minimum. There can be more. In bigger organizations, there can be more. Like, for example, I will tell you in Tata companies where they employ thousands of workers. In some other organization, I have known the committee consists of 27 members. But limited number of members is always advisable because more the members, it is difficult to come at a consensus. Minimum 50% should be women members. If you have got 5 members, 3 should be women members. If you have got 6, then also you have 3 women members. Then that committee is always presided over by a senior level woman employee out of 4. So an ordinary woman cannot be a presiding officer. Here the name is presiding officer, not the chairman. That senior level woman, why? Because she is knowledgeable, she can have some control on the affairs of the company, but not so senior as she is the director, because there has to be someone as an appellant position. If the decision of the committee is not acceptable to any party, that party can go in appeal to the senior, that is topmost member of the organization. So the topmost member should not be a member of the internal committee. Forget about being the presiding officer. And one outside NGO member. Why? Because of 2 things. One is the outside member is on so many committees of so many companies, and he has got wider experience, he has got knowledge, he has studied, that is his expertise, that is his skill. And if suppose the employer's person has committed harassment, employer may try to suppress that. That pressure can come on the internal members who are employees of the company. But the pressure is not likely to fall on the NGO member who is an outsider. That is why an outsider member is to be there. That is a must. This committee is not an ordinary committee. It has got powers of a civil court. Now, civil court is civil court. The internal committee does not have those many powers of a civil court. But in the court, we always see that whenever a witness comes in the witness box, the clerk of the court holds before him some book or something, or the judge asks him, I will say only the truth and nothing but the truth. ईश्वर साख सच बोलूंगा, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. So that oath can be given by the internal committee to every witness that comes before the committee in an investigation. And examination on oath. This is examination on oath. Oath cannot be administered by any person. Internal committee is authorized. And summoning a witness, court sends a summons, and if the person doesn't come, then it sends a warrant. Here, if the internal committee calls a person thinking that he has knowledge about the incidents, he cannot refuse. If he refuses, simple thing is, the internal committee reports to the employer, and employer issues him a charge sheet. That internal committee called you, but you did not go. That is a misconduct. That is an internal offense. For that, he can be punished. So these are the powers of the internal committee. Then what are the duties of internal committee? Duties are prevention, prohibition, and redressal. Best is prevention. Prevent. Let it not happen at all. But still something can happen. If you notice it, prohibit it. Do not allow it to happen. And in spite of that, there is something, then you have to redress that complaint by holding investigation. So first prevention, then prohibition, then redressal. For prevention, what is to be done? That the internal committee suggests to the employer. In prevention, we have to have regular meetings and conducting awareness programs. See, whenever there are riots, army parades, why? Because people know that yes, army is there. We should control ourselves. We should not riot again. Otherwise, army will do something to us. Likewise, if there are regular meetings, then employees know that yes, there are meetings. The meetings are conducted regularly and if anything happens, then they can take cognizance of it. So that is some kind of a fear. And conducting awareness program. Why awareness program here? Because we have Indian Penal Code drafted in 1860, 150 years ago. There are offenses and punishment, but the offenses have not come down. So merely making the law does not help. We have to make people aware. Now in companies, if we make awareness programs, then the advantage is the employees, neighbors, their relatives, their family members, they come to know what is sexual harassment, how to prevent it. So therefore, awareness programs, all the employees once, and then when the new employees join, to them separately. Many companies, when they give you the gate pass to enter the company, on the reverse it is written about sexual harassment. Prohibition. Prohibition is by making rules or constructing barricades. Commonly known as the wash places for males and females. That is constructing the barricades. Rules making is, suppose I will tell you there are two kinds of sexual harassments. In the law, it is called quid pro quo and hostile work environment. In quid pro quo, it is tit for tat, one against the other. So the woman can make a complaint against a specific other person. But when a group of persons is talking, and the women over there, not one, but many also, they feel awkward, then it is hostile work environment. And for that, the employer has to make suitable rules. Do this, don't do this. They have to display notices. They have to call and advise the persons. Anything they can do. He is an employer. He has got all the authority. And redressal. Redressal is, of course, when there is a complaint in writing, official complaint, you have to conduct an inquiry. Then you can counsel people, the parties. And if they are found guilty, you can punish them also. Here, the punishment in the general law is only warning, suspension, or dismissal. But in POSH, there have been many punishments, not limited to this. You can withdraw his 2 increments, you can demote him, you can transfer him, you can ask him to go to some NGO for doing social work, anything you can tell him. That is the punishment under this act, what the internal committee recommends to the employer. Internal committee does not give punishment. It recommends to the employer, and employer has to give the punishment. Internal committee is not the employer or manager, so that they can take this action against the employees. Lastly, compensate. Many people misunderstand this. If one does sexual harassment, he cannot say, take this compensation, take this money and go away, keep quiet. No. Compensation is firstly has to come from the woman complainant. No one else can tell her or propose her or force her to accept compensation. And that compensation, there is no, what you call it, law rules about compensation. She can demand anything. She can demand 10 lakhs. The accused may say, no, I cannot give. Then the inquiry will continue. But the compensation depends upon the gravity of the harassment and how the woman has suffered and what is the financial capacity of the accused. All these things have to be kept in mind. And compensation, first and foremost, is you cannot tell a woman employee, it has to come from a woman only. That this is a minor thing, maybe out of misunderstanding, give me this compensation and I will withdraw my complaint. That the woman has to say. In the inquiry, there are 2 parties, the victim and the accused. Victim is the complainant woman. Now that victim has got some rights. What rights? First is resent. Resent is anybody will not welcome any harassment. She will say no. She will try to stop it. That is resentment. And in resentment, the general law says that if you hurt the perpetrator, the harasser, it will not be treated as an offense because you are doing it in self-defense. Self-defense is a chapter in Indian Penal Code. So resent has got more meaning. Resent is not only saying no, you have to say no, but beyond that also, if you use physical force, a stone, a lathi, and chaku, anything, that is resentment. Then complain. It is a right to complain. No one can say you do not complain. It is her right to complain, right to be heard. If the employer says, okay, you have given the complaint, I will see. No, you have to hear it. Hear it means conduct an inquiry. Hearing in the court means arguments. That hearing, heard, does not only mean you tell me I will hear. No. Right to be heard means it has to be investigated. And leave. The woman suffers trauma. She may not concentrate on work. The moment she sees that person, she may get upset. So if it is a severe case of sexual harassment, many times either the employer grants or the woman demands leave up to 3 months. Up to does not mean 3 months only. It can be 1 week, 10 days, 1 month, 2 months, up to 3 months. Leave she can ask, and that is full pay leave, no without pay. It is full paid leave. Further, the rights are she can ask for her transfer or she can ask for transfer of the accused. These two people should not work together because again she will have uneasiness. Knowing the decision of IC, yes, internal committee is investigating. What conclusion they have arrived at? They cannot say, we have done the inquiry, we will see what it is. She has a right to know what decision the IC has taken. Then if the IC has taken the decision of punishing the accused, then they recommend to the employer and the employer takes action. She has a right to know, to follow up. ये decision आपने क्यों नहीं लिया? ये punishment उसको क्यों नहीं दी? She can ask because it is her right. The accused also has got some rights. And that is in our Indian legal system, which is based on British legal system. Principles of natural justice. Now, what are the principles of natural justice? All of us know in Mahabharata, Karna's chariot was in the mud and Arjun came there. He had his arrow directed to him. Karna said, wait, let me take out my wheel from the mud. I will be ready and then we will fight. That is natural justice. You cannot attack on a nihatta. Like that, if a person is unaware about the proceedings, you have to give him help. That is natural justice, what nature demands. And then action against the complainant for a false complaint. Many times or sometimes, the woman out of revenge makes a false complaint. The complaint can be genuine, false, or out of misunderstanding. If it is a false complaint, the life of the accused is tarnished. So, if it comes out to be a false complaint, he can demand an action against the complainant woman. If he does not demand, the matter is over. He should demand. All this is to be implemented by employer. So the employer has got duties. One is maintain safe working environment. That is no hostile environment. Women employees should feel free to work and move in the workplace. Display members of internal committee. Who are the members of internal committee? Any complainant, they want to make a complaint, they should know who are the internal committee members. So in one college, it was a very big building and there were so many pillars the internal committee members were displayed on the pillar also. There was a student girl who was invited to the office by a clerk during lunchtime because she had some problem about transfer of her college from Mumbai to Pune. And he held her hand. She ran out. In front of her was that pillar and there was a internal committee members displayed. So she immediately phoned one of them. When anyone receives a complaint, he has to tell to the committee and committee has to meet the next day. There cannot be a delay. Facilitate the working of internal committee. Internal committee meets, they keep a record. All these things, facilities have to be given by the employer. Conduct awareness programs. Now, this is a short awareness program. On 25th, that is last Saturday of this month, I may tell something more in detail. But awareness program is only telling the people what are their duties and responsibilities. Help the complainant. The employer cannot directly help the complainant. Suppose if the complainant is illiterate, how can she write a complaint? So they have to depute a person and tell the complainant woman, you tell him, he will write the complaint for you. That kind of a help. Neither the committee member nor the employer should involve directly or should, go with the complainant woman. They have to be impartial. Take action against the delinquent. If you do not take, then the message that goes to other employees is, "Arey kuch nahi hota hai." In a company, all the mails were sent by courier, and that courier company was told to all its customers. So they used to send the mail through that courier company. That courier company employee used to come to the company, collect the mail and deliver it. Now the earlier man resigned, so they appointed a girl. When the girl came, the person who was in charge of that point, he was a union committee member. He started asking her what not questions. Are you married? Had you gone for honeymoon and this and that? She resigned, did not tell anyone. For 2 days, there was no mail. So the company inquired with the courier person. She said, this is what happened and therefore I am not coming. Right? Now the personnel manager over there, he was very, 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 very kind-hearted, we can say it, or subdued to the union. She called the union committee members and said, this is what has happened. What do you do? The union member said, we will advise him properly. Don't worry. But that's all. When a girl loses her job, and just because he's a union leader, you do not take action, that is not correct. That sends some message to other employees. Kya hota hai? Include sexual harassment as a misconduct. In the service rules, there are government service rules called as standing orders. But apart from that, where there are no standing orders applicable, the employer makes rules. And in that rule, the sexual harassment should be a clause of misconduct. And then annual report. Annual means there are 2 years. One is calendar year, another is financial year. Whatever is your year. At the end of the year, now in the Companies Act, there is a provision that the annual report should contain a paragraph about this sexual harassment activities in the company. So for that, the internal committee prepares a report and submits to the employer. And the employer then keeps a record of it and then publishes it in the annual report. There is no government officer who can enforce this, who can receive annual reports. Some people say it is the labor commissioner. Some people say it is the collector. Some people say it is child and welfare department of the government. There is utter confusion. The law is not at all clear about this, whom to give annual report. Right? Now, do you have a paper and pen ready for you? Yes. Then I'm taking a little test. Okay, how far I have been able to explain to you what is sexual harassment. I give you 1 minute. to be ready. When you have a paper and a pen, you write there one below the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Done? Okay. I have got 2 slides. On each slides, I have 5 questions. I will keep that slide for about a minute. What you have to do is read question number 1 and write Y, D or N. Y means yes, it is sexual harassment. D means depends. And N means no, it is not sexual harassment. Y, D and N. Right? Okay, here I go. Are you through? If not, then please tell me wait. I will wait for 10 seconds more. Otherwise, I will go to the next slide. Okay, over. Now, count how many Y, how many D, and how many N. Count it. Now you have to be your own examiner. Next slide will tell you how far you are right. Okay. Check yourself. Okay. Thank you. Any questions, please? And if you want detailed about this Posh, then along with Posh, I'm also going to tell about HR and personality. That will be on 25th. So do join that program. Tell your known people. It will be a paid program.
Vibhakar ji, I have a question.
Please.
Why in all of these slides we are only focusing on women and why not on men? Because I'm sure there are many sexual harassments happening on men.
Yes, very correct question. Because a large majority of the cases are sexual harassment of women. And the law is sexual harassment of women at workplace. Women. For men, there can be sexual harassment, but for that they have got 2 avenues. One is the Indian Penal Code. They can go to the police. And secondly, he is an employee of the company, therefore employer has to take care of him, and therefore he can complain to the employer that I am being harassed. That he has got avenues open, not that his doors are closed. But
Okay,
this
because-
law is only for women. Like consumer laws are for consumer.
Okay, because the title, when I read the title, it did not specify only women. So I was a little confused